I just wrote a song about Bob Dell. You want to hear it?
I think we all want to hear it.
Bobby, why you gotta blow me?
Oh, he can't hear it. Bobby, why you
Bobby,
gotta blow me? One second. Start it from the beginning.
why
We're
you
giving the
gotta
headphones.
blow
You didn't
me?
have headphones. One second. You gotta start from the beginning. 1 second. Start from the beginning.
Bobby,
So, Alex, start from
why
the
you
beginning.
gotta blow me? Bobby.
He doesn't need to start from the beginning. It's just this.
Well, just you gotta finish out the last refrain because he didn't. We just gave him the head. Dude, everybody, say your meanest thing that you know about Alex Reyes.
Go ahead, Bob.
What?
Yeah, and everybody else is going, who? All right, so Alex, I love you, dog, and I'm glad that you saw Yakov, and I hate that you got to be so mean to me on my own podcast, and I was trying to big you up. But guess what? Next time I see you, no fucking extra blowjob. Just the first one, no second, no afterplay, okay? How about that?
Unless you
Who's
do
there?
well
Who's
on
taking
stage.
over?
Who's
Who are
saying,
you blowing
why,
right now?
so you can fucking, why don't you watch the fucking podcast or why don't you fucking piece of garbage?
There's no sloppy seconds in this one.
Damn, I almost forgot you had a podcast, Alonzo.
Yeah, guess what? Nobody else did. That means that you have a problem with your memory, and I'm not going to fucking justify that because everybody knows that Alonzo brings the heat. He brings the content. And he
Every
wears a
Saturday,
toga.
1 o'clock.
Every Saturday, maybe 1-ish. You know, sometimes people are late. Remember, you weren't fucking that on time. When did you show up?
I'm always late. It's Alonzo's
Oh, wow.
podcast.
What a fucking.
It would be disrespectful to show up on time.
Yo, you know what? That's a good way of putting it. What do you got to plug? You gonna be in San Antonio soon or what?
July 23rd, I am at the LOL with Raul Sanchez. And on
Motherfucker,
the
tell
20
Raul to answer my calls.
On the 29th, I'm with Martin at the Taco Tuesday. I don't know. I probably have things lined up. I don't know. I wait till I get closer to then.
Oh, really? Is that one of the laws of fucking Reyes? The 48
I wonder how
laws of
many shows
Reyes?
I've missed because I forgot I'm on. I wonder how many
That's not
times
something you
that's
should flex on the goddamn radio if anybody would watch this show. That could have
Well,
been
it's
a
because I
bad thing.
get booked for shit like Bub Jenkins, and it's like, I forgot.
If Bub booked a fucking show in his life, it would be the first thing he ever did in comedy. Bub, when are you gonna book me for some shit? That's the only reason I bring you on here is to try to clout chase off of you.
Oh, you're too kind.
I don't know what he's looking up. Bob, what are you looking up? Some shit to fucking insult this guy? Because I'm looking for it too.
Oh my god, Bob doesn't know how to read.
All right, Alex, what I want you to do, write some jokes.
Bobby, he can't read. He just sleeps all day, eats Taco Bell, and doesn't use toilet paper.
Why are you going back to Bob? I'm the one talking shit to you. He's just sitting there taking it like a real mensch.
Yeah.
All right. So I love you, Alex. What happened with Yakov? What did he? But oh my god, I was so mad. I just realized that he was literally there. I could have actually had I would have had an in the actual comedy club if I just went down there. Dude, there was were you there on Monday? Please tell me you were there on Monday.
You would have.
Were you there on Monday?
You would have shaken hands. You would have hugged him. He would have been weirded out,
Dude,
but you would have got a picture.
Because there was a whole space. I think it was the universe telling me, Alonzo, get away and just like take some money and go fucking. But I didn't have none. I should have called up the consiglieres and been like, yo, I need 50. I need 50 to give to Alex for a fucking.
And you know what he
bag.
did? He did both rooms. He did the lab next door. He was
one of
hopping
those
on
clubs.
all the
They got
shows.
multiple rooms. Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
got
I love
two
you,
rooms,
Alex.
and-
I love
Alrighty,
you.
bye.
Love you, boss man. You're the best. You
Mwah.
fucking piece of fucking goddamn.
Fuck you, Bob.
I love you. That son of a bitch, dude. That is one of those. Oh my god, that's a hurtful one right there. I was fucking there. I could have. That's, you know what? Let's not dwell on how good I could have had it. Imagine, guys. Imagine where you would be sitting right now. Somewhere else, because I'd be chilling with Yakov and I'd be fucking on his tour and shit.
Would you let me ask you, any of us here, would we put out for a tour with a major comedian. I mean,
You mean like put out sexually?
a little bit.
How much? Like touch their dick?
I mean, maybe just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it
In
feels.
the butt or in the mouth?
I think the mouth. We'll start there.
In the mouth?
Yeah,
For how much time?
10 minutes. All tour.
10 minutes, the whole tour?
Yeah,
Hey,
How many times you got to put it in my mouth?
just after every show.
After every show? How long?
but here's the catch. With Yakov Smirnoff, headliner blows you.
Aced.
Yo! I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, would I fuck my way to the top? I've tried, you know?
Okay.
I've tried as hard as I fucking could, but I don't think he was picking up the signals. I think comedy is filled with too many of these incel prudes. They don't know that I can throw it back better than any of these little bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Now we know.
Now they know.
No one.
And no one, yeah, there you go. No one's half the battle. But I don't know. Wait, Bob, would you give up that fucking pussy for a shot at the majors? You get guaranteed. Here's the thing. They fuck you in the butt. No less than 30 minutes, right? No less. It could be quicker.
Okay.
You know, depending on your performance,
Okay.
right? Guaranteed Netflix special. After that, nothing else happens. No, they're not gonna like whatever.
Can I
You can't talk about it. You can't like write a book about it or nothing like that.
Can I avoid the butt fucking part?
What?
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to.
Princess Bob Dell over here. Doesn't want to get fucked in the butt.
Can I just have the Netflix special?
Can I fuck them in the butt, please? Oh.
Does it have to mean like not?
You know what, Bob?
Maybe maybe I could be like drugged and unconscious and I don't feel anything.
Okay. Whoa. Hold on, please.
I like that Bob is implying that that's better.
I mean, well, honestly, okay, let's actually. That's you know what, Bob, you've actually opened up I've never even thought about that. Have you guys ever thought about that? Like,
This is a
would it be
can of
better?
worms.
What? Like, let's put it this way. Let's say I have let's say Bob wants to get fucked in the butt, right? Like he's been like screaming for it, but he also wants to get knocked out before he gets fucked in the butt, right? So here's the thing, Bob, would you trust me to be like, hey, don't do that shit? He doesn't want that. No, don't do that. I'm gonna let you fuck him in the butt, and you're gonna be passed out, so you don't remember it. But you can't do that. You can't do that to him, right?
Yeah.
Would you trust me to do that for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, who would you trust?
I don't know.
So, well,
I guess I would, but I mean,
no, I'm just saying. So, if you were passed out and got butt fucked and all that,
yeah.
that would be like, would you consent to that? And if you did, I'm saying, who would be the guy, your wingman, that'd be like, all right, he's passed out, but he doesn't consent to this. You know what I mean? Who's the guy that's going to be like, yeah, calling a foul, like throwing a flag on the play and shit? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess
I trust my dad. I bet he'd have.
guess I
I bet
trust you,
he'd know.
too.
But he'd be like, he can take it.
I guess-
No, trust me, he can take it. Give him 3 more. Give him a 10 count. Give him a 10 count. You can't. All right. No.
I guess you got to be the witness, you know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I like where your mind's at though, where it's just like, if I was sleeping through it, am I gonna really fucking raise a fuss? I guess it's like, that is an interesting way of looking at it.
I think you can do it to yourself. It's just when somebody does it unbeknownst to you.
No, is that Bob? That's your point where you're saying like if you're passed out and it happens, you know, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, what do you mean? So if you take the drugs and get passed out and it happens, I'm saying it's like if you agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen because there's for every fetish there's a fetishizer or whatever. For everything there's a person that is down to be that thing, and people can deny that or whatever and read into it however much you want. Fuck you. But you know what I'm saying? There's a yin and a yang. What I'm trying to say is like, I think probably most people that want to like fuck pass out people want to do it because it's like against their consent. You know what I mean? So it's like to actually get to do that, like where they want to do it, it's just like probably not gonna. But I mean, at the same time, This is actually not a funny conversation, but it is also interesting when you're like listening to the P.
It's
Diddy
funny when you
case.
think about it happening to Bob.
It is very, it's sexy when you think about it happening to Bob. You're just like, you're just like sleeping after a long set and shit, and you just roll up on him and stuff. And it's like you peel back that Spurs hat and that toga. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. This is your lighter. You should just be like, motherfucker, lighter back. See,
You should take Alonzo's cigarette out of his hand.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
Put it on
and
his
use
chin
it. Yeah,
and
exactly.
say, "Where's my lighter?"
Where's my motherfucker? Hey,
But before asking,
hey, do you feel this? You feel this heat? That's what I want in my hand.
yeah, and
To light
don't,
my cigarette.
and you don't ask nicely the first time. You just start with that.
Yeah, and that's you being nice. You'd be like, that was me being polite. Imagine what happens when I get Bob Dell angry. All right.
Pour that Jim Bean on the toga.
Oh my god, this motherfucker! Don't threaten me with a good time.
There we go.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know if I'm capable of getting to that level. I feel like I'd.
I
don't know if you.
Motherfucker, don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me, Scott. I remember the episode. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm fucking talking about. So there was an episode of the fucking podcast, and it was so fucking funny that I had him come through, and he didn't realize that I was watching him because I don't know why he was there. For some fucking reason, you're at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or some shit. Yeah. And I happened to be in the same place, right? And I saw him get angry at like 3 parking lot like pylons in a way that like if I had footage of it, I could use it to convict him of any crime. You know what I mean? I mean, like, look at a man that gets this angry about parking lot pylons and all that shit. But honestly, it also like showed me a difference. I was like, holy shit, this guy is not a fucking, he's not like, I was like, man, white people are scary. Like that was like the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life.
The two faces.
Fuck out of here. It's like every one of them got it, dude. Every one of them got it and fucking was like taught a lesson. It was craziest.
There's something about the car though. I don't know. Like I know that
He would know. He was out. I was in my car.
I
peeping
did.
it.
I got
was
out
like-
of
I
the
was
car.
peeping it like this.
I was hungover. I was
Alright.
very angry at the cones. No defense for
He
me.
got out of his car.
But I got out of the car. It seemed like they had put
Extra.
cones
Yeah, I
just
know.
in the middle of like the parking lot. Like it didn't seem like they were blocking anything. There wasn't like construction. I didn't understand them. I was in a foul mood. I did get out of the car.
And I appreciate that because he wasn't mad at the cones. He wasn't mad at the cones. He was mad at the
with
system. He was mad at.
Yeah.
He was mad at who is the retard that was like because he's right though. It was a Saturday. It was a Saturday morning. They should have been blocking off a whole fucking lane of traffic and shit like that. And then but for a genius like me to be sitting back and watching him like fucking just lose his god, dude. It was the greatest thing I'd ever fucking seen. And I was like, holy shit, is that Scott? And it was the greatest thing ever. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, what are the cones gonna fucking do? And what are the fucking? And also like, what are the employees gonna do? They're retarded enough with those. They're fucking report you for throwing cones. You know what I mean? It's like, you could have probably honestly. Yeah.
He was
Like,
mad at what the cones
I was so
represented.
happy, but it was on my side of town. I lived in the shitty part of the fucking medical center, so nobody was gonna do shit. Go on. I'm sorry.
Oh no, he was just mad at what the cones represented.
Represented.
The bureaucracy.
No, 100%. And honestly, I wish there was a guy in a suit in front of him because he probably would have fucking. If there was not the guy in a vest, but like if there was the fucking Home Depot, if he had like a badge that said I'm Mr. Home Depot and shit, he would have been on
Laid
site
him
right
out?
there. Yeah, it would have
Laid his ass
He would have
down?
John Wicked him, dude. The way he took out those cones, because that's what I'm saying. He didn't just take out one cone. He took out all three of them.
He throws
and
the
shit.
cone at his face, and by the
There could be more than
time
three cones,
the
honestly.
cone's out of his periphery, he's already taken.
No,
3
I'm
body
saying like
shots.
he's like doing shit with cones that you wouldn't see, like the one cone's hitting the other cone and shit like that, and then
He
it's just
throws
like
the cone in the air, does a spinning roundhouse kick to kick the cone into the guy.
It was-
sprints into him, and by the time the guy is like coming back from the cone, just 1-2 right in the head.
it was like it was that in emotion. You know what I mean? And one step away from physicality. Like, you know what I mean? Like if he had the ability, it would have been that, dude. Like everybody, it would have been a fucking clinic that he put on for everybody and shit. You know, like he would have been like, I was, dude. I had to talk to him differently after the show. Like, honestly, 'cause he comes in like this. He comes in all nice and fucking whatever. But I'm like, I know what you did to them fucking cones, dude. I saw what you did.
He has such a bloodlust, such an adrenaline pump bloodlust that even inside the Home
that's what I'm
Depot,
saying.
he's
It was
taking out
clinical.
employees.
It was a clinical anger. It was like a fucking. That's what I'm saying. You don't see a motherfucker like. Here's me. Okay, if I get angry and shit like that, I'm like so far away from destroying shit. But if I destroy some shit, it's like I'm getting the cops called on me. Somehow he knew. Like it was so. Like I'm saying, it was clinical, dude. It was fucking surgical. It was like a fucking black ops mission and shit. He got in, got out, and fucking left. Like he did his mission. It was like if Osama bin Laden and shit. You know what I mean?
Lieutenant Soap, we need you to move these cones.
Yeah, like I couldn't get. No, that's what I'm saying. That is the impression. Like, it's like I couldn't get to that level, and then not coming to the podcast at that level. I would be like, it would be the cone episode of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you know, they accuse. I was about to say kick the hole in the. They accuse me of kicking a hole in the fucking 502 bar and shit like that. And I brought that up 3 weeks later, like it just happened and shit like that. I am a fucking. This guy is a fucking. He's a guy that didn't do drugs his whole life, and his brain is like works normally, I guess. And he can compartmentalize.
Imagine he grabs one of the cones, keeps it behind his back, asks to see the manager. As soon as the manager comes around, slap the cone on their head. Boom, boom, boom.
No, he's using the cone's like fingerprint to like get into the back room and shit like that. He's like kind of piecing the cone off the top.
Oh my! I love the idea of
Trying to get to the main cone at the top and all that.
I love the idea that the back of the Home Depot is thumbprint.
No, and then no, you should like better that the main guy that runs Home Depot is a giant cone, like a Jewish cone that has a fucking yarmulke.
He sneaks in that night and he just puts cones in inconvenient places in the store.
No,
That's what I'm saying. That is not no. It's more surgical. I'm saying it's a calculated surgical anger, and then the ability to go back to calm it back down right after it's done. That is impressive. That's what I'm saying. Like
I felt shame though. That's why I left.
That's what I'm saying. All serial killers do. All serial killers feel bad about what they do, but they have to do it. God told them to do it. Whatever. It's like I'm saying. It's like I get that, but that dude. That's what I'm saying. That's like. That is, and Bob Jenkins has that too about him. I think I've never seen him get mad, but he's told me that he can handle shit to the level that I'm like, I can't wait to fucking put him in a position to handle some shit. That's my whole I can't wait to start some shit subtly so that he just comes through and he fucking gets mad for
Bob,
me.
one of these days, I am going to create so much stress for you.
Oh yeah, that is my, and he's down for it. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's begging for it. So I'm just like, don't pick those people. Those, no, trust me. I got somebody for you to fucking be mad at. Trust me. Grapes. I'm sorry. So, Bob, who's pissing you off these days? Besides Trump, don't be a fucking dick.
I don't know. Besides Trump or Musk, I mean,
Is that rotten grape? What the fuck? Bah.
there's some rotten grapes, dude. I put them on the side.
What? I thought this was turn into wine. What the fuck? It's like
Yeah, you gotta
that's the
you gotta
opposite of
juice
wine.
it, dude.
It's like wine tastes so much better than that. That's horrible. What the fuck? All right,
Wine's a
go on. Who's
process.
pissing you off?
I don't know, man.
We got like 12 minutes. You gotta fucking figure something out.
Shoot. Who's pissing me off? I gotta say it is. Fuck.
Just feel it, dude. Do you not feel anger? That's even cooler.
Shit. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just feel it. That's what I'm saying. What's the first thing in your mind without sugarcoating it?
Probably Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate? Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
You're probably the first one to think about him in the past 2 months. Why is he pissing you off? What's he doing these days?
I don't know. He's a jackass. I don't know.
I mean, like what? Okay, you know what? You have spoken. Andrew Tate's a fucking jackass faggot. Why do you not like Andrew Tate, Scott? I don't like that he has a
or
weird
like,
accent.
I'm not really too familiar with him, but I feel like if I tried to act like that guy, I would never get laid. Like that's my whole. Yeah.
I feel like he's just a guy in a closet. I think he's like a trans man for.
That's hot. That's pretty hot. I was thinking about joining Grindr so I can have sex with trans men. You know, like females like to males and all that. And I hear like they're always on Grindr, and I'd be like sneaky on there. But then I know you guys would make fun of me, be like, "Oh, Alonzo, we saw you on Grindr," and I'd be like, "But I saw you on Grindr," and they'd be like, "Ah, well, we only went on Grindr to find the fags to make fun of them." I'm like, "Ah, fuck, you got me."
I had a gay friend jokingly make me a Grindr account as like a bit, but then the problem is that I then would later go on to meet people who like saw that account and thought I was gay.
Well, that's the bit.
Yeah.
That would be the joke. They weren't trying to get you like in a gay relationship. but I also hear that if you're into like buying hardcore drugs, Grindr is the place to do it. You just like join Grindr and you're like, I don't want to fucking suck your dick, but like, you know, we get some meth, and they're like, yes, I guess so.
I need Molly to suck dick.
Yeah,
That's probably part of the story they don't mention. Actually,
they used to
I
before.
could probably. Maybe I
let
should-
let the king talk.
Before Grindr, there was Craigslist. The people dudes used to do that.
They used to. You ever use Craigslist, Bob, for some pussy,
Nah, but
some butt?
Took a second.
I bought I bought a desk for $50. That's it. No drugs.
Why did you
No.
do that on Grindr? On Grindr, I didn't have any sexually gay guys. I just bought some furniture.
I know, but I think the guy was hoping to get some gay sex or whatever. But
Said he just lost a damn desk.
He was like,
bought his desk,
Bob
you know?
Dylan had like really hardcore gay sex with a guy. Just still
He's like, the
He
guy's
avoided
giving
that.
him this desk for free. And he's like, so this is the end of the deal, I guess.
it's like, yep, give me the desk.
it's like the pizza dare challenge where it was like they drop on the desk and Bob Dylan just like drops his toga. And just
He's
does
giving
everything.
Bob a million hints that this isn't free, and Bob's just powering ahead.
Yeah, he's also like complaining about the desk. Like, I guess I just all right, whatever. All right.
Wobbly.
Can you please stop sucking my penis? I'm trying to look at the desk. All right. That's actually another thing too. Well, I mean, what wouldn't you like let a guy suck your dick for? You know, if like a guy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this for you, but I gotta suck your dick."
I think as a married man, I have to say everything.
Oh my god! All right, well, where's the biggest boo sound that I have?
Do you have the Seinfeld bass line?
Yeah, right. Let me see. What is this one?
Y'all should be in jail.
That's you. All those fucking jerks. That. All right. So let's say you weren't. Don't throw that in my fucking face and shit. Don't throw that in everybody here's face. Like, oh, I'm so happily married and shit. And it's like, I've seen your fucking wife. She's fucking awesome, and you're probably living the greatest life ever. But don't throw that in my fucking face. You know? what I
No,
mean?
but
Like-
look, you're asking me if what I wouldn't let a man suck my cock for.
Okay, well, you know what? Actually, you ask her. You ask her. You ask her. Be like, hey, if there was a guy that said, guaranteed the next 5 Marvel movies, you're the next you're the next Galaxy, whatever. Who's the guy? Star-Lord? You're the next Star-Lord. You know what I mean? He could be Star-Lord, but I just gotta suck your dick like 5 times. Each time that you do the movie, I gotta fucking have you.
I can be Christopher Pratt.
Yeah. Do you think that she would let you do that? She probably loves you that much. And they have the contract right there, like while you guys sign it and come, like with your load.
I feel like there'd have to be some sort of you scratch my back, I scratch
They're
yours.
scratching your back is giving you the fucking Marvel thing. And sucking your dick is what I'm saying. It's like-
With her. So it's like
Would you be able to fucking? I don't even want to get into the specifics. You're able to fund her lifestyle. Like she would love that.
oh.
And also, you'd be a little gay and shit. She's
You're-
all into fucking politics.
You're right. You're right. I could argue it's gonna bring out my feminine side more.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what? I like do this for you. You know, like,
You've said I've been a little callous lately, so maybe if I have another man suck my cock, I can understand what it feels like to be a woman.
Is there anything that you wouldn't let a guy suck your cock for besides like a parking place? You know, and just saying it's like what? It's like me. The guy's like, hey, you can park here. I just got to suck your cock. I'm like,
What if a little
like,
leprechaun?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What if a leprechaun flew out of one of those cones and sucks your cock?
Oh, okay. I don't.
Somebody's okay. Go on. Just
I mean, I feel like if they wanted it too much, that'd be a turnoff. You know what I mean? Like, they just have
you
to,
know what? They'd have to be like Richard Gere about it somehow. Kind of. All right. Yeah, okay, go on, Bob. All right.
Oh, what if you remember the guy with the magic flute who said he saw a leprechaun? What if you blow that magic flute and then the leprechaun comes suck your dick? You know.
I don't like that we scrolled past Scott's answer of he would be turned off by how much they want him.
That's actually. You know what? You know what? Let's unpack that for just at least 7 minutes. So, you want a guy to suck your dick reluctantly? Is that what you're thinking?
I think it'd make it easier for me.
This is what you're. He has a sociopath in him.
That's the cones. That's the cones, dude. It's a fucking. So what I'm trying to say is, it's so if like, just hypothetically, we're at one of my Puff Daddy parties and shit, and you'd be more turned on as opposed to the big fat guy sucking your dick, and he's all like, "Oh, you're amazing. Oh my god, I've been watching you. You're amazing." And he's just like has this fat, sweaty breath. He's got hot Cheeto dust on his stupid face, and he's like blowing you in the back of his minivan because you like didn't want to walk home from Fredericksburg open mic. But would it be better for that, or would it be better if P Diddy was like, "Yo, you fat motherfucker, go suck Scott's dick"? It's like,
No, I don't mean. I don't.
He's all like, did you come yet? Did you come yet?
I don't want it to be like demeaning for them. I want to feel like we're both in on it. Like we're both like almost unwilling to do this.
It's like Hunger Games where you guys like both at the end. You're both like, both didn't come, and we now win the Hunger Games.
There we go.
If he feels like Scott wants to suck his dick without any courting, then he's not interested.
I don't know if it's the courting thing. It doesn't even feel like courting. It feels like he would be annoyed by the courting. It's like. You want it to be like this. I think
Would the courting be cones in the parking lot?
Let me just have Joe Budden line, and we're gonna start using it. Let me land real quick. All right. So I think Scott wants it to be more like, "Hey, I got a Nazi's got a gun to your head." Or a Nazi's got a gun to your parents' head. I'm gonna kill your mom I'm gonna kill your mom and this guy's mom unless he sucks your dick. That's your thing, right? Like
I mean, like we're bringing a lot into it, but yeah, something like that.
Like we're both in the same situation. We're like you're abducted by aliens, and you guys got to mate because they haven't figured out that pussies are like where you actually put the cum in. They just keep on abducting guys and have a fuck.
I'm into it.
I'd love to meet Yakov Smirnoff.
Dude, Alpha, way too much flexing on that. He didn't post one fucking Yakov picture. He's such a hater, dude. He's a fucking hater. Why he doesn't like you? What
He
did you
doesn't
do to
understand
Alex?
who he's in front of.
I never like. I mean, I like Alex.
Well, because it's a fucking solar panel shit with him. That's
I didn't want to do it. That's why.
Yeah. But you feel regret that now, I bet, motherfucker. He's over there Yakov selling him solar panels, and you're sitting over here.
Would you
grapes, which is not too bad, honestly.
Would you put Yakov Smirnoff above Carrot Top and Gallagher for like heights of hack comedy? Like I almost feel like he is the ultimate.
I don't even think the word hack comedy should be applied to those geniuses.
80s.
Honestly, whatever they're doing these days on Netflix and shit like that is hack comedy. I would accuse Dave Chappelle of hack comedy before I would accuse any of these legends of fucking laugh all you want to. And that makes sense because they are genius fucking comedians. And Gallagher, fucking genius. Carrot Top, if you ever actually like sit down and watch any Carrot Top thing and tell me that he isn't thinking on a different level than like 99% of these comedians and shit. And if you want to talk about Yakov, that guy literally came from a different country and became a fucking celebrity in our country
with one joke structure.
Yeah.
And also
Pretty much like everything, like not in Russia this, in Russia that. That's funny.
Well, okay,
It's
well, Jeff
awesome.
Foxworthy said that, yeah, with fucking, you might be a redneck. That all you needed back in the day was one fucking good joke, and all we gotta do now is suck dick and make an
It was the catchphrase, dude.
Was Get Her Done the last catchphrase?
That is, goddamn, that is a great fucking question. I think Haktua is the last catchphrase.
Oh, okay. Was Get Her Done the last stand-up catchphrase?
Stand up catchphrase. Nah, that came after, I think, or before. Either way, it's not even as good. It's Get Her Done was a. So when I lived in Arkansas, there was Get Her Done stores. Like Larry, the cable guy, was like Christ in Arkansas and Oklahoma and shit. I'm not joking. Like the blue collar comedy tour and shit. You wouldn't like. Well, I'm surprised that people don't know about the blue collar comedy tour. Those guys
My
and
parents
shit.
watched that video on repeat.
It's like it was.
No, my dad watched the Blue Collar Comedy tour religiously.
That's what I'm saying. It was the biggest shit for like 5 years at least. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just specials, fucking the TV show, the fucking nonsense, and it's like it was never that good, but it was always ubiquitous and shit. And it was just like, yeah, what we got? Fucking 2 minutes. All right, that's cool. All right, blue collar comedy. I'm thinking. So what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to these '80s comedians and shit, and when people are trying to say like, another thing, I don't like when people talk shit about Bill Hicks, but I also don't like when people talk shit about
Bill
Larry the
Engvall?
Cable Guy or Bill Engvall and shit like that.
Rob
Honestly, if I was gonna talk about shit about any of them, it would be Bill Engvall.
Bill
but
Engvall's
that's
the
a good
bottom
point.
of the
It's a
blue
good point.
collar. He's the bottom of the blue collar.
Well, he's like the least blue. He's like he doesn't play the character. He's trying to be fucking. He's like, I'm country, but I'm also a guy. It's like, well, you're also a fucking retarded guy. And just fuck off and just be more dumb.
Either
country.
come up with a catchphrase.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
Yeah,
Which is the worst catchphrase ever invented. Is here's your sign. Oh my god! Because you have to know a whole other joke that's not that fucking funny. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you had to read, if the first Bible sucked, you know what I mean? But you had to know it to get, which like, I guess maybe Scientology, because the original Dianetics or whatever. Like, I don't know what a good analogy is for it, but fucking maybe Kabbalah. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, yes. Let's figure it out. Like, let's end it on this. What's the most recent catchphrase we can think comedy related? Let's try to end it on that, because that's a great fucking. Oh my god.
Because I mean,
well, catchphrase comedy's gone, but there's got to be something there. I don't know.
I feel like it'd have to come from the African American community.
All right, they're always the pioneers, and their kind just can't be trusted. I can't find it on the thing, but yeah, I 100% agree. It'd probably be one of them. Does Kevin Hart have a catchphrase? No, that's what I'm saying.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams doesn't. Yeah, you know. I think catchphrase comedy is gone.
You could argue, I guess Chris Rock is still active and What You Want a Cookie, but that was one joke like 50 years ago at this point.
I don't think that's catchphrase.
Yeah.
But
Maybe just one joke that's like
all right.
continuously.
You know what? We probably should have ended it earlier. I was thinking about it. But you know what, guys? I really appreciate you coming through, doing the toga thing with me. I was going to do a whole Fonzarelli secret ceremony kind of thing, but I'll save it for later. Yeah, that's been a funky dealer. And no, not that one.
Nine a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen.
Caesar.
4-4's the point.
Not
Wants
celebrate
4.
him.
Ace deuce scraps wants 4. 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 Ace deuce scrap wants 4. Scrap wants 4. Who wants the odd 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4, and he made it the hard way. Pay the front line, take the hard. out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
So funky. So funky. Check me out, y'all.
8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
So funky. So funky.
Coming out again for a new point.
So funky.
Bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hard 4?
So funky.
5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
4 fours the point, mark 4.
So funky.
Ace, deuce, scraps, mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce.
So funky.
Scraps, 1. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Who wants to come?
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. 9 a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fours to point, mark 4. Ace, deuce. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Play 6.